후퇴하라 뭐 이런 뜻인 것 같아요. 저 언어는 이제 번역이 안 되나 봐요.
Someone give him a drink, and bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz.
스칼리츠에서
They burned it to the
왔습니다.
ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army.
엄청난 군대가 몰려와서.
And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
타타르족은 누구야?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
이분이 DBC 경이구나.
Sir, this is a survivor from.
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy,
말 끊는
what
거
exactly
별로 안
happened?
좋은데.
Did you see the insides of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So,
근데
I don't know what army it was, but it was huge.
늙은 사람 치고는
With
목소리가
dozens of
너무
banners flying on the
젊으신데.
hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east.
시기스문드
now they're part of
휘하의
his army.
쿠만인?
Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir.
스칼리츠
Sigismund
작은 성.
attacks. They can't hold.
Indeed,
버티지
Sir
못할
Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in
근데
God's hands now.
한낱 대장자의 귀족들이 어떻게 그걸 다 알고 있지?
Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
목표 완료. 탈른버그로 향하시오. 탈른버그도 한번 싹 털어봐야겠다. 아 근데 지금 락픽이 없어가지고 상자를 못 털거든요. 뭐야 다리 다쳤는데 멀쩡하게 돌아다니잖아. 말 한번 걸어볼까?
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in.
부엌에 가서 좋은 식사나 하는 것이 어떻겠나.
Sorrow is easier to bear on a
배가
full stomach.
불러야 견디기 쉬운 법이다.
I heard about you.
아, 왜 이렇게 초점이 뿌예?
They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes.
I hear you came from Scarlet's today.
I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
왜 평평하락이야?
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer
외성의 하인의
That
숙소에서
won't do, Sir
쉬어도
Robard.
된다.
After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
앞마당의 숙소에서
Certainly, milady.
왜 이렇게 잘해주지?
Young
부인이?
Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
근데 서양에선 부츠 안 벗고 자... 때에 따라 다른 건가? 음식을 먹어야 한다. 배가 고파서 이렇게 된 거구나. 줍기. 줍기인데? 잠깐만. 인벤토리에 들어가서 먹어야 되는 건가? 먹기. 이 정도면 됐겠지? 롤빵 가져가고. 구운 오리. 오, 맛있겠는데? 구운 오리면 치킨이랑 비슷한 거잖아. 과식했습니다. 과식을 했구만. 아, 이거 눈이 깜빡거리는 게 이게 졸려서 그러는 거구나. 자러 가야지. 얘가 숙소지? 맞지? 다른 데로 되어 있는 거 아니지? 저 안이 맞는 것 같구만. 앞마당 숙소라고 했으니까 얘가 맞을 거야. 창고인 것 같고. 여긴 뭐야? 여긴가? 사적인 공간이야 여기? 여긴가 보네? 그럼 잡을까? 자기.
Hey, is someone there?
아침한 더 잘 수가 없구나. 7시까지 자자.
Today the patrols will be doubled.
순찰을 2배로 늘리겠다.
If you see anything out of the ordinary.
수상자가 있으면은 즉시 보고하도록. 아, 그러고 보니까 침대에 부츠 안 벗고 누웠다.
Yes?
뭐야, 누가 왔어?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady.
아니, 부인이 왜
No, not at
자고
all.
있는데 들어왔지?
But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
왜 이렇게 친절하셔?
Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers.
귀족이 평민한테 관심을 보인다? 이거 좀 이상한데?
To offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it
이야기만 나누는 거야,
if
이거?
you feel like it.
응? 뭐지? 차마 말하지 못하겠습니다. 습격 당시 상황을 이야기하기. 이야기할까? 이야기하자. 근데 이거 버그인가?
It was terrible.
말하는 모습이 안 나오네?
The day
이거 뭐
started just like
연출인가?
any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
빚을 받으러
A
갔습니다.
fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish
돈을
had
줄
no
생각이
intention of paying.
없었다.
It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When
성공.
I'd done all the errands, I headed back home.
화술
Promised father
올라갔고.
I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
라드직경께서 검을 보러 오셨습니다.
He praised father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
성공.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
네, 초반이에요. 적들 수가 어마어마했습니다.
Pennants flapped in the wind, the armor glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently.
아, 갑옷이 반짝반짝거렸구나. 저는 이제 머리가 반짝반짝거리는 줄 알았는데 머리도
And then death
벗겨졌더라고요.
descended on Skalitz.
그 대머리.
I looked towards the
제
town and saw a
연인인
group of
비앙카를
humans
죽이는 걸
chasing
봤다.
down my Bianca, murdering her for sport. There was nothing I could do to help her.
You mustn't blame yourself. She's with the Lord now.
I ran to the castle like our neighbors to take cover, but I didn't make it.
결국 늦어지고
I had to
말았다.
find another way to save myself.
다른 길을 찾아야 했다.
The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
그랬지. 말이 필요했다.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of town.
이거 계속 성공하면 화술
And with all
안
that was
올라가나?
happening,
계속?
You thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to.
이거 버그가 안 고쳐져가지고 계속 딴 데 앉아 있어 지금. 원래는 주인공이 지금 나왔어야 되는데 화면에 주인공이 띄어져야 되는데.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror.
네, 도전 과제 중에.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy.
아,
I understand your grief, but
그래요?
God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do
내가
evil.
이렇게 하면은
Those
좀
who are
큰일 날 것 같은데?
corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings.
부인이 너무 잘해주시는데 지금?
Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through.
아, 여기선
I was young when I
괜찮다고요?
married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot
나는 어릴 때
older than
남편과
I.
결혼했단다.
A woman must bear her lot.
옛날에는 그런 거 있었죠.
Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look
제가
at
어렸을
Townsburg,
때도 그랬어요.
the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
아, 결혼까지는 아닌데
My husband
애들끼리
had
막
some
약혼시키고
quarrel with
그랬어.
Sir Havel Medek of Valdek,
몰랐죠?
who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband.
지금도
in the castle
그러나?
and put his own
지금도 막
garrison there.
애들끼리 막 좋아하고 그러면은 약혼시키고 그러나요?
I was
지금은 잘
barely
모르겠네요.
18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to
몇 세기
Prague
전
to
이야기
appeal
아니에요,
to the king,
진짜예요.
and sought
그러니까
help from
예전에
precious
뉴스에
friends.
나온 적도 있는데
All
막
to no
중학생이 뭐
for
중학생인가
years.
고등학생인가 뭐
But it
약혼을
seemed
했다 뭐
I
이런
was
게
destined to be left
있었거든요.
alone,
그러니까
and my
막
husband to rot in
소꿉친구끼리
jail in his own castle.
약혼한 사례가 있어요.
years.
아 진짜 얼마 안 돼요, 진짜.
That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband.
진짜 10년 전 이야기예요,
In the
이거.
end, I
얼마 안
raised the
돼요.
money to pay a
뉴스에
ransom,
나온 게.
and only then, by the grace of Lord
근데 그-
Jesus, did I finally lay
그게
eyes on
제가
my husband once more.
저도
7 years.
약혼을 할 뻔했는데
Never.
저도 이제 소꿉친구
And
중에
after 7 years, my husband returned to me.
그러니까
an
이것도 한
infirm old
20년
man.
전이다.
Sir Divish seems like a good,
아니에요.
strong man.
Certainly.
아니라니까.
Only he has many concerns.
야, 할머니가 할머니하고 그때 당시엔 할머니하고 살았거든요. 할머니가 이제 제가 이제 소꿉친구인 걔를 계속 데리고 집에 계속 데리고 오고 뭐 이렇게 친하게 이렇게
Still young.
하니까 약혼 생각까지 하셨던 것 같아요. 그 어린 나이.
Years are still ahead of you.
진짜 오래 안 됐어요. 네, 지금 네 거의 조선시대 분이시죠.
I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry.
이제 90 바라보고 계신
Good night.
아니에요.
God
저는 저는 아니죠. 그래서 지금 어떻게 됐냐면 할머니가 계속 걔를 찾아요. 그러니까 소꿉친구 걔가 이사를 갔거든요. 갔고 이제 저도 이사를 오고 해가지고 따로 떨어졌는데 걔는 어떻게 됐냐 계속 물어보시는 거예요. 그 이후로 한 번도 만난 적이 없는데. 그러니까 저의 의지가 아니었어요. 저의 의지가 아니라 할머니가 친하니까 약혼해 이렇게 한 거예요. 옛날엔 그런 게 있었다. 아 근데 그거 이야기하다 보니까 이제 내용 못 봤잖아요 지금.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
스칼리츠 쪽에서 이렇게 이리 오는 무리가 있다고. 제가 하는 말은 20년도 안 된 이야기입니다. 이쪽이 아닌가? 이쪽이네? 아 왜 이렇게 어두워? 횃불 들어야겠다. 횃불이 1번 꾹 누르면 횃불 드는 거였지? 아니 난 비 오는 날씨 싫어하는데 게임에서 비 오면은 아예 앞이 안 보여.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for one, then right.
애초에 그런 생각은 뭐 애들끼리 약혼시킨다 뭐 이런 거는 어른들 생각이잖아요. 제가 어렸을 때 한 생각이 아니라.
Hey, men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
그래서 저는 우리 집안이 좀 이상한가 싶었는데 그게 뉴스에 이제 중학생들인가 고등학생 뭐 초혼소 약혼 뭐 이렇게 뜨겠는데 그건 정식이고 이제 비정식으로 한 건 되게 많을 거예요. 그러게요.
Only all they have.
아니 근데 왜 나 여기 군인도 아닌데 왜 부르는 거야? 왜 소집을 하는 거야? 아니 아무 말도 안 하길래 말하면 되는 건가 그냥? 비 오는데 우산을 아무도 안 쓰고 있네? 나중에 대머리 해놨나? 근데 대머리 되는 거는 아닌 것 같아요. 잠깐만. 말하기가 없는데? 대장한테 말하는 거구나. 무슨 의미입니까? 아니 근데 상급자가 있으면 상급자한테 말해야 되는 거 아닌가?
It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night?
산성비가 아니라서.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started.
아무것도 못 봤다고?
Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers.
더럽게 많은 병력을 끌고
all
왔다.
manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well,
그렇구나. 근데 아니 아까는 말했는데 좀 친해진 줄 알았는데 아니었나?
who goes there?
누구냐?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
라드지.
Yes, sir. He is
아 지금 야반도주 하는 거야? 야반도주 중이네.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me
성을
and my
버렸나
men.
보네.
As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest.
폭풍을 틈타서 이제 야반도주를 했다.
Storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call.
아니 근데 얘를 굳이 쓰는 이유가 뭐지? 아 나중에 나오나? 얘만 쫓아오는 것 같은데 지금. 아니면은 군대를 이렇게 나눠가지고 딴 데 치고 딴 데 치고 이렇게 했겠지. 실제 역사상에 있었다. 그렇군요.
I'm here, sir. You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to.
합류하겠나?
First, I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
뭐야?
Can't leave my mother and father. I won't
아니
leave
갑자기
their corpses rotting in the street.
효도?
I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover.
네, 그거
I'll lock him
시작할
up
때
here as if
이렇게
he were
보여주더라고.
balding.
I've seen you've grown a
인게임
thick skin
영상으로
since your
그 막
tribulation, sir. But thank you.
은광인지 뭐
We'll meet again when
광산 파는 거
circumstances are more
보여주더라.
favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will, and good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times.
암울한 시기다. 흉복으로 가서 로바트 대장과 이야기하시오.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols.
차병을
Sort
3배로
out the
늘릴
watches
거다.
between you as always.
아니
If
저번에
I catch
2배를
anyone
늘렸다며요.
boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
모든 건 즉시 보고. 근데 저는
Henry,
딴 동네
I need to have a
사람이에요.
word with you.
네네, 말해보세요. 도울 일이 있습니까?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch
눈이
of the
쓸만해
battles
보이는데?
of my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
God be with you.
아니 근데 얘는 주인공은 왜 다시 돌아간다 그랬어? 이상한 놈이네. 플레이어는 돌아가기 싫은데. 갑자기 부모님을 뭐 해줘야 된다 그러면서 갑자기 효자가 됐어요. 갑자기 유교 사상을 주입받았나?
Lost your way, have you? That's not the way to the battlement.
어디로 가야 된다고? 자는 거 아니야?
That's not the way to the battlements.
뭐야?
Wandering around like a stray sheep must be your first watch.
경계를 서는 건 처음이지.
I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning.
벽에 기대 있어라.
Thank you.
T를 누르고 기다릴 수 있다. 아, 그냥 여기 서서 T 누르고 기다리면 되는 거야? T. 아침이 한 8시? 8시까지 기다리죠. 뭐야, 갑자기 뭐야? 뭔데, 어디로 가라고? 왜 성벽 위로 가시오? 따라가면 되겠지? 아니 근데 뭐 딱히 중세는 아이고 따라왔네. 주인공의 사생 팬들인가?
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg.
근데
talent for winning people over.
그 영주가 흰머리 나고 늙은 것 치고는 목소리가 되게 부드럽고 젊어.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
아니, 부모님을 죽인 원수.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markvart von
빠지라는 거죠.
I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratsig Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately,
라드직이 뭐 반란이라도 일으켰나? 왜 그렇게 찾아다니는 거야?
Noble sir, where he might be at this time.
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle where he has little chance of defense to another where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratsig Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here.
라드직 콜라 경원은 이곳에 있지 않고.
From which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
돌렸네.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
하긴 여기에 뭐 경비병 한 20명 있는 것 같은데 저걸 싸울 수가 없겠지. 아니 이 빡빡이 나중에 1대1 할 수 있나? 못할 것 같은데? 뭐 하라고? A가 지금 여기로 뜨는 것 같은데 누구하고 대화하는 거야? 로바드 경
God be with you.
스칼리츠로 가야만 합니다. 왜 지기스문드가 스칼리츠를 습격한 겁니까? 지기스문드가 노리는 게 뭡니까? 이거 다 물어봐야 되나? 아 비살상도 있어요? 근데 비살상 잠깐만 메인? 아 그래요? 근데 이거 메인 캐를 보면은 스칼리츠로 가야 될 것 같긴 하거든요. 아 화술이 늘어요. 다 물어봐야겠다.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
스칼리츠로 돌아가야만 합니다.
Sigismund might have left, but the place looks
강도,
safe.
귀적,
Robber barons,
산적,
brigands, deserters and other vermin. And anyway,
타령병.
the Lord commanded you to stay here.
강도 귀족인가? 뭐야 이게? 경께서 제 입장이었으면 똑같이 하셨을 겁니다.
So Robard, my parents died there.
좀 확률이 높은 걸로 하자.
To be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad.
앗!
But I won't
실패.
take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles
실패하면
down and maybe
평판이
your lord will change his
하락하는구나.
mind.
왜 지기스문드가 스칼리츠를 습격한 겁니까?
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
지기스문드가 노리는 게 뭡니까?
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Gutenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
구텐버그 귀족의 반란이 두려웠다. 식량을 먹이기 위해서.